When the photographer took this wedding picture, the bride was already dead, but the groom still demanded the photo be taken. At first look, these images seemed like typical Victorian wedding portraits: a white dress, flowers, and calm faces. But the longer you look, the heavier one thought feels. This wedding was never going to happen. There would be no home together, no children, no shared life they had once dreamed about. And all the future that had felt so real only days before suddenly became nothing more than a small piece of cardboard, a desperate effort to keep the illusion that the wedding had truly taken place. But this portrait was not taken because the groom had lost his mind. In the Victorian era, death often came without any notice. Illness could destroy an entire family in just a few days, and when something like this happened right before a wedding, people often fell into what we would now call deep emotional shock. The house had already been prepared, the dress was still hanging in the room, the photographer had been called earlier, and the mind simply refused to accept that the woman they loved, the future bride everyone had talked about only yesterday, was sudden, like gone, completely gone, and nothing could ever change it. Today, photographs like these seem disturbing, but for many families at that time, they became the last thing remaining from a love that only days earlier had still felt like a full future waiting to start, a desperate attempt to trick grief for just one short moment. And perhaps that is why the groom still insisted on the portrait, not because he believed nothing had happened, but because after such heavy losses, people often continue the rituals of love long after their entire world has already fallen apart. The ring was still there, the dress was still hanging in the room, the house still looked as if a wedding was about to begin. And in moments like that, even the smallest familiar actions can begin to feel very important, because grief does not always arrive all at once. Sometimes it comes slowly in waves, forcing a person to realize again and again that the future they had imagined is never coming back. At that time, photography held huge value for people in almost every way. Most people in the Victorian era saw their own face only in a mirror, and very few families had actual photographs of themselves or the people they loved. Portraits were expensive. They were taken rarely, and sometimes death arrived before a person ever got the chance to stand in front of a camera. That is why photography was understood very differently back then than it is today. A photograph could feel almost like a real physical presence, something you could hold on to when the person themselves was no longer there. And perhaps that is why photographs like these still leave people with such a heavy feeling even today. There is almost nothing obviously frightening about them. A white dress, flowers, careful poses, the quiet atmosphere of an ordinary family portrait. But the longer you look at these images, the more deeply something inside them begins to feel wrong. As if the people inside the photograph are still trying to hold on not just to a moment or a memory, but to the person herself, someone already beginning to fade into eternity, yet still too painful to let go. And perhaps that fragile attempt to resist disappearing is what still makes these photographs feel so unsettling more than a century later. Normally, wedding photographs are meant to capture the beginning of a new life, the day when two people step into a shared future together. But in portraits like these, the very idea of a wedding photograph seems almost reversed. Instead of saving the start of a life together, the camera captures the exact moment that future suddenly stops existing. They were created as symbols of the future, but in the end, they became its final reflection. And perhaps that is one of the most tragic details hidden inside photographs like these. The people in them are dressed as though an entire life is still waiting ahead of them, as though once the photograph is finished, they will simply stand up, leave the room, and continue preparing for the celebration. But the viewer already knows what no longer exists beyond the frame. There will be no continuation. The photograph remains frozen between two realities, between a future that still appears alive inside the image and the silence already waiting outside of it. Perhaps this portrait was never truly meant to preserve death at all, but to create, if only for a single moment, the illusion of a celebration that was never destined to take place. Thank you for watching. And if your own family albums contain photographs or stories connected to Victorian earning traditions, feel free to share them in the comments below. We would also love to know how you personally view traditions like these today: tragic, disturbing, or perhaps deeply human. And if you enjoy thoughtful historical stories like this one, subscribe to the channel for more explorations of Victorian mourning culture, forgotten photography, and the emotional history hidden inside old images.